Hey guys, it's Coach Jack from Jack to Lean and Jack to Lean Gym. Today, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like to take a set to failure from a coaching perspective. Obviously, training to failure are very close to it. It's very important in terms of stimulating muscle growth. You got to make sure you tap into all those muscle fibers, and getting to failure is one of the most guaranteed ways to ensure that. I think a lot of people, when they train to failure, they think that just more weight, more reps is better. The intentionality is what really drives the intensity. So when you're coaching someone to failure, as you'll see me demonstrate with Ethan here in just a second, you got to make sure you're looking for a few things. Number one, you want that muscle to be under as much tension as possible through the entire set. Meaning, you're not flailing your body, changing positions, you're not throwing your head, changing your feet position, whatever it is. People find a lot of ways to cheat themselves near failure to try to get more out of the set. In fact, they're actually being more detrimental to the set because they're not keeping that tension on the muscle as much as possible. Now, over time, as you coach someone more and more, you'll start to learn the person's idiosyncrasies, like what do they do near failure? Does their breathing dysregulate more than someone else, right? Are they someone who likes to try to, again, find ways to cheat? Are they someone who you might need to push a little bit harder to make sure they're getting through that rep, because then they tend to just give up on themselves, right? These are all the nuances that when you've done as many sessions as I have, you start to pick up on someone pretty quickly. So I'm gonna run you guys through a set with Ethan here so you can see kind of start to finish what it looks like. Note the fact that we're gonna keep form as standardized as possible. That means, again, foot position, head position, his intent through the rep, the way he's breathing, all that stuff, you want to keep as consolidated and consistent as possible. There's a few things that he'll likely start to do as he fails. His facial expressions are gonna change, his breathing's gonna probably accelerate a little bit. As you fail, you'll see the reps start to slow down a little bit as well. That's all cues that Ethan's gonna be starting to fail. So let's get at it. Let's do it, bro. Good range on the way down. Off the first couple reps, you want to make sure that you really help them standardize the range of motion. That looks money so far. Good. Yep, nice inhale on the way down. There you go. Let's go. Get that same speed through. There you go, Ethan. Let's get it. Same range now. Right to the top. Let's go. There you go. Do together now. Let's go. Start strong off the bottom. Ride it through. Keep that pressure. There you go. Good. Inhale. There you go. Up. Come on. Again. One more. Keep pressure. Up. Stick. There you go. Down. Nice. Good set, bro. Good work. So as you saw, as Ethan started to fail, rep speed slowed down. Okay, now I like to cue people to try to keep the speed as consistent through the range of motion as possible. If you're giving someone an assisted rep, I don't make them fight and struggle too much, because that's when they start to, reposition or orient things to try to fight through that rep. So I like to try to keep everything as stable as possible. If anything, I add a little bit of assistance. Other times, I'll just let them do some descending partials on the way down. You also want to make sure as a coach that you're not just like yelling at them from rep one. Like, I fucking hate seeing coaches do that thinking it gets more out of the client. It just becomes white noise to them. So you got to be very intentional with the terminology. The big cues and the big coaching points you should have given the person in the warm-up sets. That way when it's time to work, you have your standardized form set, you have your weight set, you have your expectations of failure set. And obviously, failure is a skill. It's something you can teach someone, and they will learn the more you do it. Remember, guys, if you're going to failure, it's not just like some screaming contest, not just trying to do reps for the sake of doing reps. You're not just trying to fucking blow up your client just to blow them up. Stimulate, don't annihilate, and stay tuned for the next video from the Jack to Lean Gym.